and posted on the post. And we're really, really glad to have had so many people from over 40, 50 countries here. And we've actually prepared a little something for you. We've put together a small video that showcases a little bit the parts that maybe you've been missing around all the chat rooms and that you can be part of or while sleeping and so on. And so I'd like to ask my colleague, Marcy, to share with us a little bit of this overview that we've put together. Amazing presentation. And I'd like to give a big kudos to also our team of over 30 mentors, facilitators, and volunteers from all around the world coming together to make this happen. And with that, I'd like to give the word to Manu, which has been our rock throughout this process.
That seems like an overstatement, but thank you. Now I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what happened this weekend. I think we are all so incredibly happy about what we achieved. From the moment that we started on Friday, we had our first opening ceremony, and after that moment, the work really began. People kept asking questions for facilitators, for mentors, just trying to make sure that we were all on the right track. And I think it showed that AFS spirit where everybody was working together. The team started developing, and they have been working nonstop. And when I mean nonstop is that we on the team, we were on all different time zones. So whenever someone was going to sleep, someone was waking up, there was always someone there to answer your questions. So I think we as a team worked very well together, and I'm happy that we all did that. And just to tell you a bit more about how this process went, I know that a lot of you were part of that, and maybe some of you are just coming for this closing ceremony. Our teams did so many things. They created mascots for the different projects, and we have so many solutions that you will be able to see in depots and vote for, ranging from websites to different initiatives, things that affect many of us, like the campaign #Stop Street Harassment, things to improve our AFS experience, like a mobile app to connect different volunteers, projects that will help the environment, that will help reduce biases on host families or different participants, things that will benefit AFS to make it a better organization, but also to create more impact, to expand the impact that AFS currently has, and how can we be an organization that impacts more people in different places. We even have a solution to strengthen the idea of what the AFS mission is. And it's just impressive to see all of this creativity, all these different people working together, connecting with other organizations, like how AFS could connect with the Scouts organization. Many different things that we are so excited for you to see. And again, we will explain a little bit more about the voting process and how all of this works at the end of this meeting, but we are just very excited about all the solutions that were developed and how I think everyone slept a little bit less during this weekend to make this happen. regardless if you were a facilitator or a mentor or a solver or a challenge owner, everyone just worked so much. And it's just very exciting and had fun. I mean, you saw it in the video, and I think everyone knows now. There are jokes that people have. We learn about different cuisines. We learn on how spicy can Malaysian cuisine be. We learn about how to stretch properly. Thank you, Maker, for that. And it's just been a very fun weekend for all of us. So we're very excited about what comes next, because even if this part of the process ended, what's coming after this of evaluating the ideas and seeing how we can make them happen is also super exciting. And with that, I wanted to give the word to Daniel Ups, the CEO and president of AFS International, to share with us.
Great. Thank you so much, Manu, and the whole organizing team. So first of all, welcome to the closing ceremony. I think it's so exciting to be here at this stage. And I have to say, I am unbelievably impressed how you guys have been working together, because it was constant. I only followed a little bit on Slack, but the messages there were nonstop. So it really shows how much you all have been working. And so I really want to thank you for what you have been doing. I want to thank the whole organizing team for putting this together, the challengers and solvers for being here and for doing all of this. I'm really, really proud of you. And I wanted to just say a few words, if I may, about kind of reflections where we are. And I think I look back 6 months ago. I'm calling from New York. And so 6 months ago, we essentially closed our office, the pandemic hit. And as you all know, if we work in international exchange, our world really changed, right? It's like all of a sudden we couldn't do our work. We had to return participants back to their home country. And it really seemed like, however will we come back to physical exchanges? It seemed so impossible. So I want to start out by giving a really, really hopeful note. Right now, as of September 6th, we have more than 500 AFS students who've started their programs, mostly in Europe, but it's a really, really exciting thing to know that despite the pandemic, our programs are restarting. So I think that's number one. We need to be proud that that can happen. It's still really challenging in some countries and continents with the pandemic, but it will come back. But the second reflection is that times of crisis are also opportunities for change. And so from my perspective is, how else can we continue to fulfill our mission? And what are some additional ways we can create impact? And I think this Ideathon was exactly to meet that. And for me, there's one thing that is no longer optional, and that's global citizenship. We must create the next generation of global citizens. And I wanted to just very, very briefly, I know I only have a couple minutes, but share with you 3 traits that global citizens have, and that I think that you all have demonstrated this weekend. The first trait is focusing on we instead of me. And I think as individuals, we have a responsibility towards each other, towards our community. And I think all of you know that it's no longer just about me, it's about us and strengthening our common we. And I think that's what you have demonstrated this weekend. The second trait to me is embracing difference. There's a whole lot more that connects us than divides us. You know that how we use our different strengths and work together constructively is really what moves things forward. And no matter what our cultural or other backgrounds are. And again, you demonstrated that this weekend. And the third trait to me is flexibility. This pandemic has certainly brought so much uncertainty to our daily lives, and we don't really know exactly what the future looks like. So we have to be able to pivot. We have to be able to adapt to change. We have to be able to consider things from multiple perspectives. And I think we still, despite the uncertainty, still have to take action. And that's what you've been doing. So to me, you have truly demonstrated that we are a community of global citizens and that you all are really committed to also keeping our work and mission alive. And the final thing I will say is a word that comes to mind is community. And that's what you have demonstrated. I heard from a number of you that this felt a little bit like an AFS camp. I was part of the global party, although I didn't dance along with everyone, but it was really great to see everyone getting together from all these different countries and celebrating together and working together. So I'm really proud of that. As for next steps, what comes next, I can't wait to see what the different ideas are. We will, as the leadership of AFS, of course, take these ideas really seriously, because that was part of the idea. We want to see what we can do. What will be really important is to make sure that whatever we are able to implement also fits into our global strategy, and that we can do this strategically, because we don't want to just have random initiatives everywhere. We really want to do something that makes a difference. So we really look forward to seeing your ideas and to working with you in the future. And a huge thank you to this amazing group of volunteers who put this together. So thank you.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Daniel, for being here with us. It means a lot to everyone that AFS International is here with us, supporting us, has accompanied us through the whole process. And I think I mean something not only to organizing team, but to everybody, challengers and solvers alike, and that there is an after this ideathon. And thanks so much. Right. As final remarks in this time, I would like to talk to you a little bit about how you can, as participants of the Ideathon, but also as non-participants, but just followers of our Ideathon, of our initiative, how can you see the projects that have been posted by our participants and vote on them and express your support for these initiatives? Voting is open for everybody in the world, especially to AFS supporters, of course, but voting is public, and you are going to basically support each other's ideas. For our participants, voting will be done mainly through going in the gallery of DevPost that probably you're already familiar with, and we will prepare also a guide for you on how to do this exactly in the gallery, and then vote directly on the project. For everybody watching us right now, there's also the possibility to do an easy sort of voting in which you like the projects that are presented there. And we will be sharing with you after the submission deadline, which is tomorrow, final, 8 a.m. CST. Because of time zones, we want everybody to have the appropriate amount of time to do this, to submit their ideas and tweak them so they're perfect. So after that, voting will be open for anybody through likes on DevPost. We will be sharing this link on Workplace and internal networks. Just email us at ideathon@afs.org. We will be very happy to help regarding this and how you can get a clear overview of all the ideas. With that being said, I would like to ask anybody who would like from our participants to share something, to share their experience. I hear a sniffle. Cool. In any case, every
one.
Yes, one.
Okay, here we go. So,
Yeah.
Our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game. It was amazing. It was fantastic. It was the process worked for our team. We were amazed when we got to step 3, how step 3 was so easy because we worked for hours on 1 and 2. So we really appreciated the process, and it was just a fantastic experience. And I look forward to sleeping all day tomorrow. So thanks, everybody.
Thanks so much, Mark. It's really big hearing it from you, and especially because now I think it's morning for you, more or less. So I'm guessing, yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much. For all our viewers out there, just so you know, it was a 7-step process. We're at the 7th step now, which is submission. And yes, there's always that point where like, okay, we have all these ideas. How do we go forward? How do we push on to make our ideas concrete? Cool. So with that, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Really, it was an amazing experience for us as well. All the interculturality and all the exchange. And I want to quote actually somebody that said, this was, I think it was somebody from our team or so, this was like a big AFS camp. So for those of you that don't know what that is, now you got the experience and you do. So imagine this feeling in person with 400 people from around the world. Can we have some music, please? Our hymn.
I'm going to go ahead and give you an alternative, which is our collaborative playlist, which we have been promoting quite a bit. People from, again, if you haven't been part of the weekend, we have had a collaborative playlist that everyone can participate in. So we have music from all around the world, which has been super fun. And that playlist is going to be available. So if you are curious about hearing how the AFS Ideathon sound, it's available and it's very, very multicultural, like this whole activity.
We bid you goodbye, guys.
See you all. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much for joining and being part of this first time activity for AFS and to connect online with so many different people. And I'm so excited about all the different friendships that developed throughout this weekend.
And please, please look out for the voting link. We will be posting it starting tomorrow.
Thank you.
I think we should also just let everyone say goodbye in their mother tongue once more.
Yes.
That's 1, 2, 3. Wiedersehen.
Bye.
Sampai jumpa. Sampai jumpa.
Sampai jumpa. Dadah.
Selamat.
Selamat.
Selamat Ideathon.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Dadah.
Dadah. Terima kasih. Sampai
Terima
jumpa.
kasih.
Selamat malam.
Selamat malam.
Selamat malam.
Selamat tidur.
Selamat hari Senin besok.
Somebody said this is ended too soon.
Yeah, honestly, it is too soon.
Well, according to how this goes, we'll see. Maybe we'll do another one. How about that?
Oh, sounds like
That would be
fun.
interesting.
You mean the one week Ideathon?
Making it reality.